Welcome to Beyond Ocean and Maine, MCM's news magazine program. I'm Robert Goitis.
And I'm Ivana Osborne.
Two teachers from Marshfield High School had recently taken their classes through King Arthur's bread baking program.
Both teachers sat down with MCM to discuss their students' work, as well as what the program has done for both their students and the community.
The Bake for Good program is a program through King Arthur, and they supply all of the flour and the yeast and the recipe books for the kids to use. And they try to teach them a little bit of accurate measuring, the science behind yeast and the bread process. And then they want us to share with the community some of our bread. So we're just making a basic white bread. So it's the easiest bread that we could possibly make because this is a first year class for most of these kids. They have never taken a cooking class before. If they decide to go on to bakery, my colleague, Mrs. Sangster, is making a sourdough bread. So that's a little bit more complicated, but we're just starting with a white bread here.
It started when Mrs. Biagini applied for it, for that simple, no-knead white bread or whole wheat bread. And I decided I was going to apply also because we could piggyback off of it. And talking to King Arthur, because I have second and third year students, they felt that our school would be a wonderful selection for their new pilot program making rustic sourdough bread. So there's only about 10 to 12 high schools in the United States that got selected. So we are very fortunate to be able to be selected by King Arthur to try out this program. So we are making sourdough bread, which is a 3-week process where the kids are learning how to grow the starter, feed the starter. So it's not only learning how to make bread, it's the math and science involved in bread making, as well as producing a final product that we can share with others.
I just thought it would be a fun opportunity for them. Making a yeast bread takes a long time, and it's actually a 2-day process. So the kids make the dough one day, and then they come in the next day, shape it and bake it, and then it will be delivered on a third day. So it's quite involved. It takes a lot of patience, but it's something that they enjoy, and today they reaped the benefits. They were able to make cinnamon rolls or other types of things, and they enjoyed it.
Day one, we measure our container, we put flour and water in it, all done in grams, so they have to learn how to use the scale correctly. And then day 2, we stir it. Day 3, we stir it again, and they are filling out scientific observations that we are submitting back to King Arthur because we are a pilot program. And so today was day 4 for half the students. And here we weighed, we measured, we discarded some of the starter, and then we feed it. King Arthur encourages us to name our starter and to take it for a walk around the school because movement will help activate it. So we are discarding and feeding for about 7 days, and then we start adding more flour, all-purpose flour. Right now we're working with the whole wheat flours. And every day they're going to weigh, measure, walk it around. And about day 13, 14, we take it out of the container, we discard what we don't need, and then we add the other all-purpose flour and the yeast to it. And we're going to shape and make a rustic, meaning we're not going to use a pan. It'll be free foam, log, or half bowl, 2 loaves of bread.
So it's going to go to the Marshfield Senior Center. Carol Hamilton, who is the director of the Senior Center, and she will distribute it to people that attend their programs.
So we have reached out to a couple places within the community and decided on the Senior Center, mainly because they can take perishables in a timely manner, unlike some of the other resources that we would like to donate to in town, because when we bake, it's on a Friday and some of them aren't open, and they can't take perishables over the weekend. So we partner up with the Senior Center. Also, a lot of former teachers are involved in there in Marshfield, so it's nice that we are giving back to former teachers who are part of the Senior Center also.
I think this program in general teaches a lot. So the kids have to cooperate. They're in groups of 3 and they have different roles. You know, one's the head chef, one's the assistant, one's the sanitation. They have to work together. And there is a lot of collaboration. Time management is really difficult, especially on the second day when we're shaping and we're baking. We have to let the bread rise. There's a lot going on, so they really have to work together for that final product.
Well, it definitely teaches bread making, which is something that they have always asked for. And collectively over the years, we've never been able to figure out how to do it on an every other day basis. But King Arthur has written this program so that it can be addressed in so many days, which really helps how our classes are structured. So I think it's great. We have professional bread makers guiding us through with set plans and what we do every day. So in years to come, hopefully we'll be more proficient at it.
I hope it just builds relationships. I'm having a few students come with me to deliver the bread, and they're excited about it. And I just think it brings the community closer together.
Everybody in the school can smell, especially when the bread starts to get baked, so they're all excited about it. From my students, they're excited to do this. They just didn't understand. I love sourdough, but they didn't understand what is involved with it, that you have to culture this, grow it, understand how the yeast, the mold, and the lactic acids all work together. So it's been quite eye-opening for the students to understand that it's not an instant gratification. It's going to take a couple weeks to get it. I think it will give the community exposure to the program here at the high school. My program has done things to outside resources within the community, and I think it's just another avenue that opens up that our students are making bread and we are furthering their talents as a comprehensive high school. We're just broadening their horizons and their skills. And for a lot of kids who are going on to culinary, it really exposes them to the art of bread making.
The Friends of the Ventress Memorial Library recently started a new series of programs and events for the community to get engaged in.
Leaders within the organization talked with us about these events and programs, as well as what they will bring to those who visit the library.
The Friends of the Ventress Memorial Library serves as the fundraising arm for the public library. Public libraries in Massachusetts are dependent on 3 sources of income: municipal, state, and donor, and we're responsible for the donor part of the fundraising for the library. Our overall mission is to ensure that the library has sufficient funding to provide the best quality service and programs to the community members of Marshfield.
We have a lot of different methods to go about fulfilling our mission of supporting the library. We meet monthly. We have a lot of subcommittees that provide different services. So, for instance, one of them handles the sales of donated books. We sell the books within our Friends Bookshop here inside the library, and we have auctions on a monthly basis of a theme of special collector's editions of items. We also hold occasional book sales, and the money that we raise through that we donate back to the library. The town budget, less than 1% of the budget goes to funding the library. So there's a big gap between what the library receives from the town and what they wish they could offer if they had a little bit more backing. So that's where we step in, and we raise a lot of money, we donate a lot of money back to the library so that they can buy more books, buy more audio books, even the overdrive. A lot of people are borrowing ebooks and audiobooks online now through the public library. And while that's all free for the patrons, the library does have to pay to buy or rent those materials to offer even online.
The Friends of the Ventress Memorial Library have sponsored programs for members of the community with authors, nationally known authors who live in Massachusetts, coming in and speaking about their works. This year we're going to be having a talk by Joe Castiglione in May. He's recently been inducted in the Hall of Fame, and he is a local resident. So we're very excited about having that. We expect a packed house for that.
In April, we're planning, at April 27th and 28th, we're planning to hold a full-scale book sale, which we don't do that often, but we'll fill up the entire front room with books of all different genres, mostly fiction, some cookbooks, some history, some biographies, children's books, and we'll invite the public to come in and shop, and rock bottom prices for those. So that's a full weekend. The library does have Sunday hours now and through May. We have a lot of publicity whenever we hold an event. For instance, this month we're having our annual membership drive, and we set up a table in the library. We had coffee, refreshments type morning. We publicize on Instagram and on Facebook. Also in the local papers when we're having an event, we put signs around town. We have special sales and, as I said, auctions every month designed to invite people in to see what we have to offer so that they can purchase these items and support the library that way.
I think it's our mission to bring people into the library and to provide speakers and interesting authors. We did an author series last year. We had Stephen Pulio here talking about the Voyage of Mercy. That was very well attended. I think anything to bring people into the library is a benefit. And the library, it does not have in their budget the ability to bring a lot of speakers in, so we help in that. I think the Friends have really increased their membership over the course of the years. We also have increased our board members. The number of active people that come to our board meeting has definitely increased. There's probably 12 to 14 of us who are actively working on Friends.
I'm proud of the amount of time and effort and dedication that the volunteers show. We have a larger group of members who contribute financially to support the Friends, and we have a smaller core group of volunteers who come out no matter what the ask is. For instance, there's a book sale all weekend long that will be staffed. It'll be set up and taken down and staffed by just volunteers, people who care about their library, appreciate all that the library has to offer, and want to give back.
I'm particularly proud of the fact that we support the library in its overall mission by being very aggressive about fundraising. We have a very active social media program to let people know what's going on. I think that we represent a large demographic of the community as well. We really help the library be the wonderful resource that it is for Marshfield.
I believe the Friends has brought a greater awareness of the library and its resources to the community. I love hearing positive feedback from people, letting me know that we're doing the right thing and that we should continue to put out the books, to hold the fundraisers. The trivia night also received a ton of positive feedback from people.
The Friends of the Ventress Memorial Library provide the library with the means to work outside of the limitations of the municipal budget and provide a broader range of services. The library provides services to the entire community, cradle to grave. Doesn't matter your age, your ethnicity, your income level, and they are a very popular resource in the community. You can come here on Sunday, you can come here in the afternoon. There are always people here, there are always people checking things out, and they wouldn't be able to provide all of those services without the financial assistance that we provide the library.
The South Shore Vocational Technical Regional High School is currently in the planning stages of constructing new buildings that would house their upcoming plumbing and veterinary science programs.
Leading figures within the high school staff gave us insight into their project, as well as what they hope it will bring to their students.
South Shore Tech is a public high school, serves grades 9 through 12, and we have 8 towns: Abington, Cohasset, Hanover, Hanson, Norwell, Rockland, Scituate, and Whitman. But as of July 1st, 2024, we're very happy that we're welcoming the town of Marshfield as the 9th member community. Most of the students who come here apply in grade 8 and enroll for grade 9. South Shore Tech offers currently 12 vocational majors. We call them shops. It offers a wide variety of career options that have a strong labor demand. So we have traditional programs that have been here since the school opened in the 1960s.
The programs that South Shore Technical High School offers include allied health, carpentry, manufacturing engineering technologies, metal fabrication and welding, automotive, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, cosmetology, culinary arts, horticulture, electrical, digital visual communications, and computer information technologies.
With a new school that we're hoping to get, we will add a separate plumbing program as well as a veterinary science program.
I think the idea for the new programs came from industry standards and what is needed in the South Shore area. We also did extensive surveys of current students, alumni, parents, industry, and we said, you know, as a vocational technical school, what does this area need? And those were the two that really stood out the most.
So South Shore Tech is a one school district. We have one main building. Our plan as of now, it's pending School Building Authority approval, is to construct a new building for 900 students on our athletic fields at the back of our campus. It'll be a 3-story building. Right now our school is a small ranch-style building. So this 3-story building will house those programs that I mentioned earlier, plus all of the typical spaces you'd expect to see in a high school. We still have to follow all curriculum frameworks, subject to MCAS and all the rest. So our high school includes spaces for academics and for athletics, but the specialty spaces, what make us unique, are those vocational shop spaces. So our intention is to hopefully, for the start of the 2028-2029 school year, have a new school that will offer more seats to students because we have a considerable waiting list from our region. We'd like to be able to find a way to make this affordable by having more towns share in the cost, but also to expand access to families who want their children to get a vocational education.
Currently, the school is in the MSBA process, and we have submitted designs for approval to MSBA for either a renovation of our current campus building or a brand new building which would be built on site. So it would be one new structure with the hope and goal of maintaining some of our existing outbuildings, such as potentially our exterior barn or our horticulture landscape areas. We are currently, through the MSBA, the stage of our renovation or new building project. We have submitted our designs for approval, and the MSBA will be coming back to us this spring to let us know which project design they would recommend us going with or giving their approval for either a renovation of our existing building or a brand new building on our campus. The process is rather lengthy. Once we are approved by MSBA for whichever style of building, renovated or brand new, we will go into the approval phase for our communities. Our communities will have the opportunity to vote on approving the project as part of their town budgets. Once that approves, we quickly move into construction phase, ideally in the summer of 2025 and 26, with the goal of ribbon cutting for a renovated or new building for 2028.
I am looking forward to giving kids the opportunity to try new things. As a vocational school, different is what we do best. You know, we're not the stereotypical sit behind a desk 6 hours a day. Our students come to us because they want to learn something different.
Students then explore our programs in the fall of their freshman year. So in the fall of 2028-ish, students have opportunity to explore all of the programs, and those students who are interested in both the plumbing program or the vet tech program would be enrolled in that program on or about the 1st of January 2029, and that would be our first class of freshmen.
And I think that plumbing and veterinary tech will definitely diversify our student population and attract a new type of kid.
With the new building, we're going to be able to offer a plumbing program. So right now I have a plumbing teacher who's part of an HVAC program, and that's a good start. But we need a separate program for that skilled trade area, and we'll add an additional teacher. Veterinary science is equally as exciting for several reasons. There's a strong labor market demand. It's a program that has attracted traditionally female students, and that will help give a career pathway for kids in our area.
In terms of the programs themselves, I'm really just looking for the opportunity to have the physical space to provide exactly what industry is demanding of them in those programs. I'm also excited about the opportunity to allow those students who are currently waitlisted at our school to have access to the excellent vocational education we have here. I think that the new programs will bring to the students professional training, professional career opportunity, co-op opportunities, and job placement if that's what they want. Those students who want to pursue post-secondary opportunity after a plumbing or a vet tech experience here at South Shore Tech will have the opportunity to have a leg up as they apply for colleges and career pathways that are similar to what they studied in high school. So I'm excited for them to make the just right choice for them.
We're very excited to have Marshfield as part of our 9th district town. I've been working with the middle school and they've been amazing and accommodating, and we have basically at this point right now a full class from Marshfield coming in. So we're excited to welcome them and kind of see what the future brings with them.
We think that with additional cost, a larger building, more seats, and the ability to maybe bring in more partners over the next few years, it could be exactly what this region needs to have a modern, larger, and affordable building. So we've got a lot of work to do, certainly, but if we're on track, it'll be 28, 29 for the start, maybe with even more towns than we have now.
The Arc of the South Shore is currently refitting all of their group homes with smart technology.
Arc of the South Shore leadership gave us a look into how the refitting will impact the Arc's residents.
The Arc of the South Shore is a nonprofit organization. We serve individuals with IDD, intellectual and developmental disabilities, including autism. We're national in nature. There's 17 of us in the state of Massachusetts. I'm really proud of what we do. Our goal and our mission is to empower individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, including autism, to live their fullest lives in the community. We do it a number of ways. Part of our mission, it's a threefold. So advocacy, preserving the autonomy and self-determination of everyone we serve, and community integration. And we do that through a variety of programming. Currently, our group homes, we're constantly, looking at the functionality of our group homes, not only from a regulatory standpoint, but the needs of the individuals we serve. And most recently, as part of one of our pillars, we're looking at technology-based solutions. So we've started our Smart Home Initiative. It is customized based on the needs of the individuals we serve, because the point of having smart technology in our group homes is to make them more autonomous and preserve their self-determination. But basically what we put into every group home is they get a thermostat. It's a smart thermostat which adjusts to heating or cooling based on the needs of the individuals. We have security cameras, a Ring camera. We have a super amped up Wi-Fi system throughout the home. We have voice activated lighting, hands-free devices throughout. So that's basically like our footprint. And then we add additional smart technology based on the individuals within that group home.
What's happening to the group homes we operate, as Abby said, we're adding some smart technology to the homes, definitely geared towards the specific needs of individuals. The residence that I operate is our first smart home, and it's geared towards individuals with a little bit more independence. As Abby had said, we have a high-tech Wi-Fi system because of a lot of my individuals have iPads, laptops, cell phones, so they can use those without any disruptions. We have an Alexa that with just voice command, they can play their favorite music while hanging out in the living room. We have lights that also are voice activated for individuals, say with mobility issues in their hands, that are easy for them to operate, as well as the door ring cameras that they can see, who's at the front door before they open, or if they're waiting for a ride or a company, they can see without having to open up the front door.
I started at the ARC in 2017 as the COO, became the CEO 2 years ago, so I've been paying attention. And I think we've all been paying attention to technology and how it can better serve the individuals in our group homes. And as part of the 4 pillars that I have for our strategic plan, technology-based solutions was one. And I thought, what better way than to add smart technology into any renovation that we conduct in our group homes, and hence began our smart technology group home initiative, which we started with one at Broad Street, and we will continue. Every group home we touch will have smart technology. So we completed our first smart technology group home January of 2023. We just broke ground on our next one in Hingham at 76 Road Circle, which is really exciting. That should be done in about 8 months. Then we move on to our next group home, which will also have smart technology. That's in Braintree. And then we will land on or around September 2025 with our first turning 22 exclusively autism group home. For that, a vital part of our population, these are young people turning 22 in the community that need group homes specifically geared towards them. It will also have smart technology for that group. So I might add, in all of our group homes, we do have individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and also having autism, but this is an exclusive new group home service delivery model, as well as being smart with its technology.
I think the upgrades are being made to really support individual needs. I feel that my program that I run was definitely inspired by my residents and their tech-savvy abilities, and as they wanted for their house, requesting a high fast internet, Alexa, voice-activated appliances, and they definitely had a say on how their house was put together in that regard. I have to say I'm proud of everything. When they tell me that they're able to use their electronic devices without any issues and use the cameras. They don't have to keep looking out of windows to see if their ride is there. And one of my residents has some mobility issues with his hands, so he's able to use the touch-free faucets very easily, which he has said it's a lot easier to use. And just seeing them overall happy with their home. One of the statements that one of my residents made soon after moving in, that it didn't feel like a group home, it felt like a home. And that's really what made me super happy to hear.
Well, I'm really looking forward to, and I think, I can't state this enough, the joy in the eyes of the individuals when they actually get to, live in one of these smart homes. I mean, the testimonials, I just got one last week about how exciting it is for them to feel that they have more autonomy in their living space, right? And they're up with the times in terms of technology, because technology is a part of everything we're doing now, and it only enhances their lives. What I keep hearing is, my smart home is fully interactive with any of my iPads, for example. A lot of our individuals have their own iPads. From a functionality standpoint, it allows them to, for example, turn the water faucets on if they have mobility issues without having to turn the handle. We have the hands-free devices. The ability to even have that Ring camera and an iPad in the group home where they can see a guest at the door before opening. Now that's safety and security. So it helps them live more autonomously in their homes.
So a testimonial I have from one of my residents here that really hit me, telling me that he loves his brand new beautiful house full of technology and security that keeps him and his roommates safe. This house is the best group home to live in that I've ever been in my entire life. Receiving this feedback feels amazing. I feel that we're doing something right and helping these individuals gain more independence, and it feels great.
It's really heartwarming, and it only makes me want to do more. I say, we started with one group home that has smart technology, and we're only getting started. We're on to our second, third, fourth, and eventually all of our 10 group homes will have smart technology integrated upon every renovation. And now with this 11th group home specifically geared towards our turning 22 autistic population, it's really exciting to see how we tailor fit the technology based on the needs of those young people that are moving in. For the residents themselves, they have a say in their group home and the type of technology that they want to see help them be more mobile. I think we sometimes take for granted that we can go into our homes and decide what we want, our fixtures, our lighting. This gives them a say. I mean, they can pick the paint on the walls to maybe possibly even perhaps the smart technology they want in their very own bedroom. So that is huge.
Some of the feedback has been very positive, that the ARC is super committed to tailoring the houses to the specific needs of our individuals, to give them the most fulfilling life and to have a say on how their home is put together. And it's been amazing to see what they're willing to do. And I can't wait to see what else they do.
This concludes this month's edition of Beyond Ocean and Maine. Tune in next month. I'm Robert Goitis.
And I'm Ivana Osborne.
Thank you very much for watching.